Yeah, so just finished climbing up Bald Mountain, which was like a 2,700 foot climb. It's pretty warm out today, so it wasn't super easy, and then it wasn't even bald, so there was no views on the top. Then you get up there and the first thing she does is drop you straight down 500 feet so you can climb that 500 feet again to get back up to the ridgeline. So that's how the morning's going. But been getting some good miles in. Today's gonna be like the 5th 20-mile day in a row. And then we're doing the same thing tomorrow and then the day after. And then after that, we're gonna have a 0 day in Waynesboro, I think it's called. So, and also tomorrow night, we're gonna be going into and camping at Devil's Backbone Brewery. I guess they got great food, better beer, and they let hikers camp there and feed you breakfast in the morning. So that'll be a nice break in between the last couple long days there before that much deserved 0. But that's where we're at with it. It's been pretty hot. Just trying to drink plenty of water and go at it. So that's where we're at. Yeah, so the original plan today was to wake up, hike 20 miles, and end at Devil's Backbone Brewery, which is a great brewery that lets people camp on site. But what ended up happening was we hiked about 10 miles, came down to a road, and it was like 90 degrees out. We were looking at a 3,000 foot climb and decided it would be better to just hitch to the brewery from there and drink beer instead of hiking. So we're here, we just set up our tents, and that's what we're about to get into for the rest of the day. And then we just gotta figure out, because we're not skipping that section, obviously, we gotta get a ride back and make up that 10 miles that we skipped today and be back on track tomorrow. But I'm really happy about the decision-making skills that got us here, so life is good. So yeah, we've been in the Shenandoahs for like 4 days now, and it's been non-stop rain, but as you can see, the sun finally came out, so now I got something to point my camera at. Nice. Walking through this field this morning, looks like the trail fam's getting a little deeper here.
Don't have a cow, man.
These guys are trying to follow us. Get out of here. Ah! Yeah, so just cruising through northern Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, they like to call it Rocksylvania, is the nickname because it's just lots and lots of rocks. So it kind of makes it tough going. Boulder jumping, you know, you go a mile without even stepping on dirt, it seems like sometimes, but it is what it is. It's also quite littered with venomous snakes. Just passed a section a while back where we went by 5 rattlesnakes and a copperhead within like 50 yards of each other. So It's gotten to the point where I don't even stop and take pictures of the damn things anymore. So yeah, fun stuff, but really glad it's not wet, because if it was, this would be slippery and even more treacherous than it is, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so when researching an AT through hike and looking into it and everything, you hear a lot about Pennsylvania and how rocky it is, and they call it Rocksylvania, yada yada yada. And first couple hundred miles just wasn't really that rocky. I mean, there were parts, but nothing more remarkable than any previous states really as far as rocks go. And then yesterday happened, and it got crazy rocky, huge boulder scrambles. There was actually a section, it was sunny out yesterday, there was a section where we passed 50 yards, maybe came across 5 rattlesnakes and a copperhead, so that was pretty wild. The day ended on a positive note. We were all set to set up camp, shoes off, and then a hiker that I hadn't met before stopped in and mentioned that if we pushed 4 more miles there was a bar that would let us camp in the backyard. And so we immediately put our shoes back on and made that happen, so that was pretty awesome. And then today, just starting back out, as you can see, just this is what the trail looks like. It's actually an easier section of it. I just came through a part that was a bunch of boulders the size of cars, and just sliding down them on your booty and try not to slip. It's pretty wet from the rain, but I'm kind of glad it's cool and raining, because if it was warm and sunny, there'd be venomous snakes all over them, so yay. Sit, Soze, sit. Good boy.